Hey everyone, the Dark Knaik is here. Nearing her death, and after the publication of her first novel, Emily Brontë remembers her troubled past when she and her brother Branwell spent their time playing, drinking, and scaring people out. During all this, a handsome curate, William Weightman, becomes a frequent visitor to the Brontës, and he and Emily, out of nowhere, develops a romantic affair. British literature history will never forget that one of the houses in Yorkshire produced not one, not two, but three writers who at such young ages wrote one of the most beloved novels. They were three sisters, Charlotte Brontë, Emily Brontë, and Anne Brontë. Charlotte wrote Jane Eyre. Emily's only published novel in her lifetime was Wuthering Heights. And Anne Brontë wrote only two novels in her lifetime, and those were Agnes and The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. This tendency of minimal but significant writing makes us believe that blessed literary prodigies came into existence and they left this world at such young ages. They would certainly have done wonders had they all lived longer. The film dramatizes on all family members and centralizes on Emily Brontë by reimagining her life with creative liberties. Unsure if the character of Emily in the film is accurate or not, but I get the motive that the filmmakers wanted the audience to understand that why Emily Brontë chose to be sadistic as compared to the other sisters. The dramatization of the Old English era has always been on point, so the technicalities were not my primary concern. My keenness towards the film was to observe if Emily Brontë is characterized by the personal rank that justifies her significance to the birth of Wuthering Heights. Therefore, I couldn't settle myself into that presentation. Something was off in the writing, and that persistently is Emily Brontë's character of herself. Because, see, she was an introvert, a timid and reserved woman who sometimes was unable to speak in public. She was a daydreamer who was understood to have created her own fictional universe. She was considered the strange one, but the hows and whys of the strange one were not fully understood. Due to this reason, Emily is so unknown to us. The filmmakers gave their vision and took liberty about her life and tried to reason it. But a fictional reimagination will come to debate when you alter the timeline or historical accuracies. For example, the film shows that Wuthering Heights is published under her name, whereas the book was published under her name after her death. The Brontë sisters used male pseudonyms to publish their novels because the author, if she is a woman, was quite unthinkable in those times, and there was a fear of rejection that would hurt the publishing company's business. Thank God how much the world has progressed from there. Charlotte's Jane Eyre doesn't revolve around in this film and is depicted in a way that she got that inspiration after her siblings, Branwell and Emily, died, whereas Jane Eyre was published before Wuthering Heights. If this is all intentional, for me, this doesn't make any sense. The power of writing compromises for lacking critical factualities. The biggest mess is that Emily is shown in love with William Weightman. There is no trace or fact-finding if Emily ever fell in love in her lifetime. But then I also question, how come she wrote Wuthering Heights if she was never in love with anyone? How is this possible? The principal curator of Brontë Parsonage Museum has told The Telegraph that there is no evidence that she had a love affair with anyone. William Weightman is rumored to had love affair with the youngest one, Anne Brontë. So the director tried to squeeze the younghood of feminine liberty and didn't only make Emily kiss William Weightman, but commit multiple intercourses. Unsure of how far you can go with the character, not being conservative, but I believe that Emily could have been written much better. Yes, I must praise Emma Mackey's selection for the titular role. She really fitted in that character and gave us a thorough look on the suffering and desperation. The devastation that she throws on William Weightman is what I'm talking about. Emily is an assumption galvanizing the possibility of vibrance in Emily Bronte's supposedly love life. But the attempt of justifying the what ifs is ridiculed by passive writing. I'm Knaik.